Let's go through Liquid 1983. Widest pair of indexes with equal range sum. It gives us the image array nums1 and nums2. We want to find the longest ij pair so that the sum in the range num1 I to num1 j equals nums2 I to nums in the range to nums j. So we want to find the longest length. Um, so we know this time range is 10 to the power 5, right? So if we should do something like linear operations. What we're thinking about is that in order to get these two sums equals, we can do some manipulations like get an array equals for every index that will equals nums1 I minus nums2 I. And we want to so that we have another array which is a diff. And we want so the question change to we find the longest subarray which have the sum equal in the diff, which has sum equals to 0. So let's write code. So we know for this one, if for array which have the sum equals 0, we can use the prefix sum, right? So let's write code for this. We're going to have int n equals nums. You see that nums1 and nums2 have same length. And we're going to have prefix sum equals 0, right? So we know that this prefix sum is that we are going to have diff array. Actually, we don't need to create a diff array. We just when we iterate num1, num2, we get a diff array use a subtraction, right? So we're going to have result equals 0. So what we do is that we're going to have map integer we call prefix let's say map, just have map equals new hash map. And we can put for prefix sum we can put one put 0, right? At and the index always add 1, so put 0 at the beginning. So what we do is that for int I equals 0 1 I smaller than n plus 1 I plus plus, right? So we know prefix sum which is add equal to nums1 I minus 1 minus nums2 I minus 1, right? So we'll say if map contains the prefix sum, then what we do is that we are going to have a result. We should have one of the candidate max dot max I minus map get prefix sum, right? And we because we want to find the longest, so only when it doesn't exist, so we are going to have put that into a map. So prefix sum I. So in the end, just return results. It will be O(n) time complexity with O(n) space complexity because we use a map. And the red Python code for this should be similar. And we are going to have n prefix sum in the result and n equals length nums 1 and prefix 1 equals 0 and this one equals 0, right? And we're going to have a map because initially we set it as 0 and 0 to 8. So for I in range from 1 to n plus 1, right? So what we do is that we fix sum, we should add equal to nums 1, I minus 1 minus nums 2 and minus 1, right? So I say if fix sum in map, then what we do is the result should equal to max result in the I minus map get not get fix sum, right? Otherwise, else we are going to have a map prefix sum equals in the end, just return result map. That's so for I in range from 1 to n plus 1 prefix sum should plus equal to, right? Not equal to.